Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Wide Shoes coming in with another basketball shoe review. And today we're going to be reviewing the $110 LeBron Witness 8s from Nike. All right, so you guys already know how this works. We're going to be starting with what I like the most about the shoe and working our way down into what I like the least about the shoe. And let's just get right into the review. All right, so what is my most favorite part of the LeBron Witness 8s? It's definitely going to be the comfort of the shoe as well as the materials used. So in the LeBron Witness 7s, the previous model, I noted that I really liked the kind of cotton uppers that the shoe had. However, that is not here anymore. It's kind of this more plasticky, a little bit more supportive and stiff material. However, despite that change, the inside of the shoe feels really plush, and the shoe has a lot more rugged material that prevents it from flexing. It has a plastic outrigger here too, but despite this kind of, and also I should say the traction too is very plasticky. Despite all these more plasticky, durable materials being used in the previous model, the shoe still just has a remarkable amount of step-in comfort and comfort on foot. That being said, before I get into the fit of the shoe, you guys have to go up at least half a size in this shoe. I went with my normal size of an 11, and I'm definitely going to exchange these for an 11 and a half. It is just a little bit too much on the tight side, and the shoe doesn't really flex or expand over time, which I'm going to actually give as positive points to the materials, because the LeBron Witness 7s, they did really stretch out over time and become kind of a whole half size bigger on me, which led me to throwing away the previous shoes, but these will not do that. And I just have to say, yeah, for $110, this is a very durable, very comfortable, and very reliable option. All right, so my next favorite part of the shoe is definitely going to be the lockdown. Now, as you can see with this lacing system, I really like these separate eyelets that come out here. And this tongue also is actually stitched into the shoe. As you can see, when we make our way down to the material here, the tongue is kind of one-to-one with the shoe. It's not separate. And when you lace these up with this kind of cage that is, I guess, created right here by this outer material, you really get a nice secure fit. Like, there is no heel slippage. There is no doubt in my mind. Like, when I lace these up, not only do I feel secure in the shoe, but I also don't have top of the foot pain, which just gives this shoe a lot of brownie points for me. And really, there isn't much to say. I mean, the material here, there's got to be some type of cup in here that also secures the foot, because this outer material that's rigid too on the heel, it really kind of cups my heel in tightly. So overall, the lockdown of the shoe is just really good. Again, though, you have to go up half a size. I think some people will even be able to go up a full size. So please, when you're buying these, if you're a 10 and a half, grab an 11. If you're an 11, get an 11 and a half, and you should be pretty good to go. All right, so moving into my third most favorite part of the shoe, it's definitely going to be the traction. Now, I have actually cleaned these shoes for this review because I was going to hold on to them and kind of break down the shoe in person, but the traction is, let me see if you can hear this. The traction comes from this new kind of plastic material that I haven't seen anywhere else. And just looking at it, it definitely is not the traditional traction patterns that we're used to seeing from Nike. I would not call this herringbone, but this is just a very strong plastic tread-like material that is extremely durable. Like, when I washed these shoes, I was like, oh my God, there's no wear and tear on these. And the shoe does grip really well. It does collect dust, but it kind of collects dust at a consistent pace. So every time there's a dead ball, I would just wipe my shoe with my hand and I was good to go. Overall, I think that the traction is just slightly above average. I've kind of wanted to move away from giving scores out of 10, but if I had to give the traction a ranking, I'd give it between an 8 and an 8.5. It's just pretty consistent. You don't have to break it in either, and it's extremely durable. All right, so moving into, I guess, my least favorite part of the shoe, unfortunately, it's actually going to be the cushioning. Now, by no means is the cushioning bad. There is rear foot Air Max that no longer goes into the midfoot of the shoe like it did on the Witness 7s. However, we do also get a top-loaded shank that is apparently pretty beefy in this thing. And we do have a full bed of Phylon underneath the shoe. And so the cushioning is just kind of slightly above average. I would give the cushioning about a 7.5 out of 10. And that's just because the shoe has raised the heel up ever so slightly, which is something I really don't like. I felt like it made my heel to toe transition a little bit clunky in these. And yeah, overall, the Witness 7s were a little bit flatter of a shoe. There was a slight tilt in them, but the tilt has definitely grown, and I just don't like that high heel feeling that these gave me. It wasn't a deal breaker, and as I played in the shoe more and more, it did level out ever so slightly. It's just that I feel like, I don't know why so many shoes are doing this. Like, there's just not enough good heel to toe transition. It's not the smoothest ride. And for that reason, overall, I think just the poor cushioning or the average cushioning combined with that bad heel to toe transition caused by raising my heel up just kind of made the shoe a little bit of an unpleasant ride. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't deal breaking, but it was a little bit annoying. Nike, hopefully in the Witness 9s, you will make this completely flat. And yeah, that's kind of it for the shoe. All right, so what are my overall thoughts about the LeBron Witness 8s? I think that this is a really good option if you're purely on a budget. I do know that some people do experience ankle sprains on these. I am someone who's prone to ankle sprains and ankle injuries, but I did not roll my ankle in these. I also felt pretty secure ankle-wise in them. But yeah, I think that this shoe could probably be something that if you want a pair of shoes that you can take to school and play on the courts there, this is a good option. If you're someone who's balling on a budget, it's a good option. And if you need decent cushioning, but cushioning isn't your main concern, these are a great option. I have another budget shoe video coming in the way where cushioning is a strong suit. But yeah, overall, I'm going to probably give these an 86 out of 100. They're just a good deal. It's above average shoe in almost all its performance. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next review. Thanks for trusting me, and see you in the next one.